Unbelievable.
I'm the man. 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 I'm the man who wrote the bank at Monte Carlo. Hey, Joe.
Hey, Charlie. Hey, Joe. Hey, Frank.
Think you're gonna make 50 today?
Looks like it.
50 stories down, 50 stories to go. Yeah, if we keep going at this pace, I think we'll have this baby clocked in a week ahead of schedule.
Yep.
And what a beautiful lunch buy, huh?
Yeah, beautiful.
Jersey.
Yeah.
My home.
That's what I love about working up here. We eat like kings.
Speaking of which, what is the bill of fare today, gentlemen?
I think it's tuna.
And Joe, how's about you?
I got pickle and pimento loaf. It's not tuna, it's liverwurst.
Well, I got corned
I
beef
think.
and pastrami.
So what's the news? What's the news today, Joe? Anything hot in the paper? What? Any kind of,
International developments?
international developments? How are things in Europe? The news is that history is a cesspool. Oh, it always has been. And we find out this one woman living in Queens lived with the guy for 15 years. Didn't know he had 5 other wives. 5 other wives? Yeah, all in the same neighborhood.
Here in this world, stranger things have happened in this world. Believe you me.
A guy with that many wives, is that still bigamy? No, that's geometry. Hey, well, give me the TV page, will you?
Don't want to hear no talking about TV.
I just want to see.
I don't want to hear no talk
I
about
just want to
TV.
see what I just want to see what I'm missing.
We got bowling tonight. Speaking of which, who's in for tonight?
I'm in.
Joe? You win?
No, I can't. I got stuff I gotta do.
You want to bowl a few games tonight, Joey?
I got stuff I gotta do.
You gotta hang up some doilies in your wife's powder room or something?
No, Bridget just wants me to go home and
So do stuff later.
I can just do stuff later. She wants me to do them tonight.
So bring her along and do it tomorrow.
I can't do it tomorrow. I gotta
Who is
do
the
it.
man in your house? Who is the king?
Gentlemen.
Who makes the rules?
Gentlemen. What? When your wife wanted you to redo the bathroom, you didn't bowl for 2 weeks.
That was different.
No, you didn't let us bowl for 2 weeks either.
That was different.
Oh, yeah? How is it different?
I'll give you 5 good reasons. Just don't get small on me.
No, come on, tell
I
me.
hate it when you get small on me like that.
Gentlemen, please. It's not Doyle, it's Joe.
So how's your wife doing, Frankie?
She's good.
Doctor get her all fixed up and everything?
Looks like it. She's out there mowing the grass yesterday.
That is a sign.
That's a sign. How about that lawnmower you just bought, Charlie? How's that working?
It's busted.
No.
Yeah, it's just...
Already?
Yeah.
Did you take it back?
Don't know why I bought that dang thing in the first place. I mean, I like my grass long. It's so much more nice to lie down in or just look at from my front porch with a nice glass of lemonade. You know, where did I think they got the word long from in the first place? From long. I mean, people used to say, I'm going to buy some seed and plant myself a lawn. All time said, cut it long, short, and the rest is the history of fashion.
I didn't know that.
True story. Did you say something, Joe?
Oh, no. Of course not.
Look at those poor souls down there. Happy to eat their lunch at sea level. I'm the man who broke the bank at Monte Carlo.
What's that sandwich say? I don't know. I still can't tell whether it's tuna or liverwurst.
Ah, see, that is the ozone up here.
The what?
The ozone. You see, at this altitude, the carbon dioxide compresses the thingies in your nose. Can't taste nothing.
Speaking of the ozone, I got that movie about the Lindbergh kid on again tonight.
Like a what?
The movie about the Lindbergh. What the hell are you doing?
I just want to see.
Did you see the movie the time was on?
Yeah.
With Anthony Hopkins as.
Bruno Hauptmann.
Didn't that happen someplace?
Well, New Jersey.
Ah. What are you bringing that turkey back here for?
Turkey.
Oh yeah. What are you bringing that garbage around back here for?
It happens to be a very thoughtful movie, thank you very much. And, as it happens, tonight is the anniversary of Charles Lindbergh's baby's kidnapping.
It happened over 50 years ago.
I mean, Jesus Christ out on Easter, they play King Kings that weekend.
Gentlemen. Gentlemen.
Nothing's the matter with me.
Something seems up.
Nothing's up.
Turkey!
I told you I didn't want to hear the word turkey!
Something sure seems up.
Nothing's up. I'm fine. I'm cool.
Why does that Lindbergh movie bother you so much?
I don't know. Okay, fine, you know. To tell you the truth, there's a reason it bothers me.
What's that?
I am the Lindbergh baby.
You're?
Yes, I'm the Lindbergh baby, the rightful son of Charles Lindbergh, kidnapped from the home of my parents. And I didn't mean to tell you, but you forced it at me. And to hell if I will listen to my family being insulted in such a way.
You think you're the Lindbergh baby?
Go to hell, Joe.
Do you realize that there are separate asylums specifically built for all the people who think that they're the Lindbergh baby?
I do not care. Just stick to your newspaper. Eat your pickle and pimento loaf, small fry.
Charlie, there are people who might wonder a little if you claim to be the Lindbergh baby.
Well, I mean, it fits, doesn't it? Charles. Charlie. Was I not born in Hopewell, New Jersey, where the crime was perpetrated?
He was born in Hopewell, Joe. Yeah, that makes him about 500 other Lindbergh babies.
Well, they're imposters.
How come the police found the kid's body?
They found someone's body.
Whose body?
I don't know. Was it not a body?
Obviously not. Obviously not.
And I didn't tell you all these years just because, you know, some people might not have believed me.
Oh, really?
Plus, you know, I was pretty well established as Charles Petrosian. You know, I got bank accounts, credit cards, stuff I wrote my name on as a child.
Yeah, it's hard to make a change.
But mostly I didn't want to upset the feelings of my true mother, Anne Bauer Lindbergh.
Whose books are bullshit?
You shut your trap about my mother!
Joe, you know better than that. Oh, come on, have you ever read any of her books?
Yes, I have, and I think they're quite thoughtful.
She makes a fortune by retelling that same story over and over again.
It happened to be a very traumatic experience for her.
Yeah, I'm sure it was. That doesn't mean you have to go hell out on the street corner. You know what? You should try and contact her. Maybe get some of the fortune. Maybe take up hang gliding.
I'm through talking to you.
You know, Charlie, Joe here's got a good point. You ought to contact the family. Try and get a piece of that inheritance. You could have been a rich guy, Charlie.
Well, I did try to write to Mother once.
You did?
Yeah, but she never got back to me. I figured the letter never reached her.
But did you tell her who you are?
You did who I was.
You did a little hint. What was your hint, Charlie?
I said I was from her area. You know, that's how I said from her area.
That's a hint. Oh, yeah, Sigmund Freud would have had a field day.
Plus, you know, I told her how I seen the house where I was kidnapped from.
You saw the house you were kidnapped from?
Yeah, I used to go by it all the time when I was a kid. But then, you know, once I found out who I was, I'd drive my car under this elm tree that's in front of it, and I'd park there and just sit there looking at it, thinking, this is yours, Charlie. This is your kingdom.
Yeah, it must have been great having Anthony Hopkins play your father.
Pretty great.
Yeah, man, I've seen the movie lots of times, The Spirit of St. Louis. Jimmy Stewart and everything. It's been great.
Yeah. I wrote to Jimmy once under my nom de plume of Petrosian.
You did?
Yeah.
You ever answer back?
Got a signed picture in the mail.
You never told me that.
Yep.
You never told me you had a signed picture of Jimmy Stewart?
Well, I didn't want to tell people. People might have put two and two together. There could have been repercussions.
Yeah, they could have thrown you in the loony bin.
Scoff if you will. I don't care.
Wait. This means that one guy didn't do it.
Oh, Bruno Hoffman? Obviously not. Not unless he was in league with the Petrosians.
Yeah, what about the Petrosians and all this?
My foster parents, as I like to think of them. Pawns in a bigger game, Frankie. Pawns in a bigger game.
You know, it's very funny you should be mentioning all this stuff, Charlie.
Look, that I've had a secret identity all these years that you never knew about?
Yeah, because you see, I'm the son of Tsar Nicholas II. That's me.
You're kidding!
It's the truth.
The kid that got killed in the Russian Revolution?
That's me, heir to the throne of Moscow, and sovereign of the Ukraine.
I saw that movie, Nicholas and, what's her name?
Alexandra.
Alexandra.
That was my mother.
I thought you got shot.
A loyal servant smuggled me out, and nobody knows that I survived.
And And you had Laurence Olivier in your movie and everything. I mean, Anthony Hopkins is one thing, but Sir Laurence Olivier.
Yeah, man, I felt honored having him in my movie. And I did have a few quibbles about the historical details and stuff.
That makes sense to me. What's your real name?
Alexei Romanov.
By what name would you prefer to be called?
Just keep calling me Frank, it'll be easier.
Besides protecting your incognito.
The Tsar of Russia.
Now, Joe.
No. You think you're the Tsar of
I don't
Russia.
want to hear a word from you, Joe.
Do you know how old you would have to be the Tsar of Russia? You have to be like 90 years old.
Do you want to hurt his feelings?
Plus the hemophilia. I've always been a heavy bleeder.
What idiots. Fine. Do what you will.
Okay, no, fine. How do you know all this? How do you know that you're the head honcho of the Ukraine? Well, if you must know, I was reading this book this one time. And I saw this picture of Moscow, the Kremlin, and all those domes.
Yeah, those onion-shaped domes.
Yeah. And I told myself I'd been there sometime. I just knew it. It was home.
Must have been painful.
Yeah, it was pretty painful.
Seeing everything you lost out on.
Yeah.
Communism.
It only got really bad when I could see myself get killed in that movie.
Understandably. Understandably. Speaking of which, how is your Russian these days?
I've forgotten most of that.
It makes sense, though, that trauma probably made you,
Repress it.
Repress it. Plus, having to maintain the daily life is frightinicular. Does your wife know?
No, I'm not telling Phyllis. Although, I guess I probably should tell her sometime.
Yeah, well, I'm sure she'll understand.
Yeah, I just have to wait for the right,
Opportunity.
yeah, opportunity, circumstances.
Yeah, circumstances. You know what? She'll probably be pretty surprised to find out she's the queen of Russia.
Tsarina. Well, the wife of the Tsar, Tsarina.
Is that the proof? Is that the proof you need, Joe? I say queen, he says Tsarina. He's got the facts at the tip of his tongue.
Yeah, I know how cars work. That doesn't make me an Oldsmobile. Gentlemen, please.
Well, it's kind of funny to think that if you'd been over there all these years, that Berlin Wall never would have gotten built.
Yeah, it's a tough thing about being who I am. Only what I could have done for world peace.
Well, if I'd had any say in it, there's no one I'd rather have on the Russian throne than you, Frankie.
Thanks, Charlie.
It's kind of funny to think about that. All these years, you didn't know who I was, and I didn't know who you were, and Joe over there didn't know about either one of us.
So, Joe. Who are you? I'm nobody. No, come on, really, who are you? I'm Joe Petrosian. Period. I'm not talking about that. Okay, fine, I'm Superman. Come on, really, who are you? I'm nobody. Underneath it all, who are you? I keep telling you, I'm nobody. Although, in another life, I was Marie Antoinette.
No way.
The Let Them Eat Cake lady? That was me. I said that in 1793. Let them eat cake.
It's unbelievable. You don't look anything like a woman.
I know. Surprised me too. One minute I'm standing on my throne with the crown jewels, and all of a sudden I'm Joe Petrosian.
That must have been pretty disconcerting.
Yeah, you bet. Especially when I was up on that platform and had my head to the little hole thingy, and I saw the guillotine, and
Guillotine, it's a year sound.
sorry, it's been a while.
Okay.
Already? 1 o'clock?
That's what the company says.
I kind of want that paper back.
It's down there.
It's all the way with those
floating.
people. They look like ants.
So,
I'm not doing that right. Guys, you wouldn't mind if you not telling me about this? Yeah, we know that. I just don't know word getting around. Yeah, you're forgetting who you are talking to,
We will be as the team.
Promise?
I swear. Of course we promise.
But hey, Charlie, if you want to stay home and watch that Lindbergh movie tonight instead of bowling, we'll understand.
No. We got bowling tonight, and we are all going. Right, Joe?
I told you, I got stuff I gotta do.
You gonna let that get in your way? Are you forgetting who you are?
Yeah, Joe. Remember those crown jewels. You know what? You're right. Count me in. Sweet. And as they say, stay like it.
Yeah.
But as long as we're back by midnight, all right?
What are you, Cinderella? I'm the man who brought the bang and watching Harlow.